Where can you find a freehold District 10 detached plot sitting on 4,369 square foot of land, 4,000 square feet of built-up space across 6 beds, 6 baths, 5 of which are en suite, 1 kilometer to Henry Park Primary School, in fact 3-minute walk away, and just a 10-minute walk to Dover MRT. Introducing Holland Grove Drive. Welcome to your miracle detached home. We are sitting on 4,369 square feet of land, 4,000 built up of space, and this car porch can be removed and redone so that you can fit 4 cars over here right in front of me. This particular area in front, okay, you can also do a lot of landscaping on the side. So left side of the plot is for landscaping because this is where you have a bit more space, and we are north-facing unit, so we have north-south ventilation, no problem. Before we go inside, just have a look a little bit into the land, and that's what you get because as a detached plot, we're not connected to a neighbor, right? We have space on both sides of our building. Let's go inside and have a look at how beautiful our high ceilings are. The moment you step in, you'll be greeted by 3.75 meter high ceilings. And this ceiling is so difficult to come by because most of the time people want to rebuild the houses or do an A&A project because the ceiling heights are low. But because of the solid construction, all you have to do is to perhaps change the facade and do a gut renovation. If you really want it, you can do an A&A to extend the attic, add some balconies in the front. That's about it. Now, as you come in, look at the width of this place. It's 6.3 meters by 6.3 meters in this squarish living area, which is so beautiful. You can have a lot of different ways to orientate your furniture because it's 100% square. Now, our facing on this unit is actually a north-facing unit. So when you open up all the doors, it's a very nice cross ventilation that you get. And because we're in a detached home, this is a bungalow plot. This is not a semi-detached. We have windows on all sides, so you can potentially let in a lot more natural light coming in from all parts of the house. Now, the length from the start of the house into this dining wall is actually 10.1 meters. So you really get a very, very grand sense of scale the moment you step in. Now, in this dining area, we have a small step up, but if you really wanted, you could level out this split level because this was, a design trend at the time in the 90s. But you can see this beautiful dining area. This now fits a table for 8, 10, 12, absolutely no problem, right? Because we have so much space over here. And this wall leads to the current wet kitchen. There's only one kitchen now, but you can knock this down, make a dry kitchen counter, and then still have enough space for a wet kitchen behind. Now on my left, we have the granny suite, which is the ground floor room. Really, really good size room. But look at the ceiling heights. Even in this room, you could easily put a bunk bed or a loft, right? For let's say if it's just a guest room or a guest study, you could have so much potential for this particular space. Then we have a very conveniently located guest bath. So this is a full bathroom with a shower. Now there's a really cute bathtub installed. You can choose to take that down or leave it there depending on your likes. But you can see that the owners have actually maintained this house really, really nicely. It's very, very clean. And there's still a separate helper's toilet behind. And that's very, very important, which means you don't have to create an additional inspection chamber or a trench, right, for a switch on the ground floor. And when it comes to landed homes, these small details actually matter. Now walking into the kitchen, look at how huge this kitchen is, all right? 1990s, they don't design landed houses the way they do right now. And for you to have that sense of space in this kitchen, right, of which you can break down this wall, make this connected to your dining, and you can still have more wet kitchen space outside. It's so spacious. Now let's look a bit at the yard outside. Stepping out from the kitchen into our yard space, you'll notice that you have an opportunity for either more wet kitchen area over here. You can choose to actually cover more of this, put an awning over out here, and you still have a very, very nice garden space. You could plant your own herb garden. Look at what it actually means to have land, right? And of course, all the trees come with the land as well, including this beautiful fiddle fig tree. And behind, because our neighbor is another road, so we don't exactly have a direct neighbor at the back. So it's really, really nice and clear through the back. You don't have someone else peering into your backyard. The access to the helper room and the helper toilet, they're both on this side. So like I said, layout-wise, the layout's already done for you. All you have to do is a renovation piece. Shall we go upstairs and look at the rest of the rooms? Coming up to the second floor, we have 4 really good sized rooms because this is old school landed build size. You'll notice we also have a very solid staircase that I just came up from. And before I go into the rooms, I want to share with you that this particular landing area in this corner is where you could potentially have a provision for a lift to be installed, right? Because it will go up all the way to all 3 levels. You can have it open on one side here to the rooms and the attic, and the other lift door can open this way to the living room on the ground floor. Now, master bedroom is here on this side, and then you have 3 more good-sized rooms on this side, one of which is your junior master with a really nice ensuite. The other 2 are actually Jack and Jill, so they share 1 room in the middle, but all of them have ensuite access. Now, just to show you the master bedroom, because there is a really good-sized master bedroom, you must imagine that we can do works to make this a great and amazing master bedroom, because on my right over here, now you have a bit of that kind of bay window-ish kind of vibe, but you can actually open this up to make this full height kind of like glass windows like our neighbors have done, right? You still have spaces over here for wardrobe, king-size bedside tables, no problem at all, and even more potential wardrobe space over here, and a big size ensuite. Now they have a bathtub, but if you don't need a bathtub, you can have a lot more space for a double vanity, etc. You can redo this layout. It's not like a condo where you have to stick to where the toilet bowl is. You can arrange the layout of the toilet to your liking. Also, currently, we don't have a proper balcony access through the front of the master bedroom, and that's a thing that we can add on later on if we want. But for now, we have a small little balcony access over here, but it gives you a sense of what the view is like. Let's go check it out. Just look at this view behind me. It's completely greenery, tree-lined street. So you have a really nice sense of green just looking at your master over here. And also you can install one on your attic as well if you want 2 balconies to get that cascading look. By the way, if you wanted to put a lift, this particular air well in the middle of the staircase is definitely big enough for you to put a lift as well. So if you prefer to put the lift inside the house and not outside, you can also consider using this space. Speaking about attic, if you really want to optimize the attic space, you can see that here and over here, okay, these 2 sides have not been built. Okay, so if you wanted to actually change the roof, because you only need 1 angle of 45 degrees, you don't need like so many angles of vaulted ceilings, you can actually change the roof and extend the attic so that you get perhaps 50% more space on the attic area. Where you are right now, this functions very much as our 6-bedroom with an ensuite. It is really good size. You can put a nice huge bed over here. Already have a ceiling fan installed. Study area here on my back. And on the right, very nice ensuite bath, full of natural light. Now, all of the bathrooms, even though I didn't show you all of them have these really cute arch windows. And these can all be open for ventilation as well, so not to worry about that. And they all already come with these really solid marble tops, bathtubs, solid construction from the 1990s. So if you like to keep some of that charm, you are welcome to. If not, you can just do a gut renovation and make this beautiful home entirely your miracle home. The beauty of this plot is that it can be easily modernized with facade change and structural changes to this carport so that you can fit easily 3 or 4 cars in this front area. You can also change all the windows and doors to give it a more sleek look, and also change the cladding of the house so that you have more modern materials. Our neighbor has actually done the facade change with modern windows and doors. They were built at the same time as us. It shows you what's possible. In terms of amenities, we're just a 2-minute walk from the nearest bus stop, which brings us to Gimel Hawker and Food Centre or Buena Vista MRT with bus 92. We're also just a 5-minute walk away from Henry Park Primary, so if you have school-going children, this is the perfect location for your children to enjoy living in this community. As part of this exclusive Mount Sinai estate, we're just a 5-minute drive away from One Holland Village, and another 2-minute drive from there to Dempsey and Orchard Road, where you have plenty of dining and retail options at any of these 3 lifestyle hubs galore. So if you're looking for a Freehold District 10 detached plot, 4,369 square feet of land, 4,000 square feet of space with 6 beds, 6 baths, 5 of which are ensuite, 1 kilometer to Henry Park, and just a 10-minute walk to Dover MRT. This could be your next miracle home. If you'd like to have a look at this place, give me a call. I'm Sarah X Miracle.